Whoa.
Thanks so much. Because it gives me so much anxiety.
Not because I'm like particularly. Yeah, sure I will.
Thanks.
It cost me €20 the stuff in the shop for the ingredients. But I also got 6 cans. No, I got 4 cans of Pratsky for €6. Is that fair enough? Because I was just like, it's summer, so I might as well.
For sure.
You know what I mean? I was hoping that you'd be waiting for me and I was like coming up to the house and I'd be like, hey, do you know what I mean? But it's okay. You didn't know that. And I got Weedos in the shop because I was like, it's time to
I got
get
Nesquik
Weedos.
in the shop.
Yeah, I was like, it's time to get Weedos in the shop.
So
like,
true.
and like loads of oat milk and I'm just eating that for that.
fasting.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Where you're like, this is a bowl.
Here it comes. Here comes the mustache man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mother is a baby, she literally has the time of her life.
Perfect timing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Single mom turned.
Will I get single mom wasted?
Yeah, with the baby like on the move, beer in another hand, Brody in the mouth.
Stop calling Keelan single.
Sorry, I didn't mess
I know, that's as
Yeah.
Where's your phone?
You're just gonna put on some depressing
I'm
stuff.
not, I'm going to put on a good song. It's called Eyes Without a Face by Billy Idol.
Could you not put on Video Idol?
What? Why?
Because he's so annoying.
Eyes Without a Face though. You know that song? Eyes Without a Face.
Yeah, it's kind of grim though, isn't it?
Do you know
Like,
the
we're not
song
getting
that-
on-
You always just take
Do you know-
seriousness aside because you're a rim licker.
Do you know this song? Like, he just walks away.
Sorry, my baby's calling me like.
No, she's not. She can't speak.
Okay.
He's putting it on.
Put it
Putting on the nice
For the
guy
camera?
act. Yeah, exactly. He's like, you okay? Ew. It went all the way down.
He's showing off.
Eyes Without a Face.
Yes. So good. She's so sweet. You can just hear me rather, you know what I mean? I'm like, ah.
Yeah. You're so funny. That is
I loved doing that.
That is my favourite
Dad would
photo ever
fucking
'cause it's
kill
every
me.
day.
We'd always get in trouble.
Yeah.
Good. It was so much fun.
It was
It had
so
to be done.
fun.
It actually had to be done. Oh Jesus!
was it
That is the infamous
Yeah.
top. Oh my god! I love the like because I wore this for fucking 2
Dad
years.
is so cool. He's so Chandler.
So cool. Oh my god!
Aw, your first kiss. Mom is so pretty. She's like the mom, so like the woman in America.
Yeah, she is actually.
I'm gonna have my hair like that when I'm older.
Is it recording?
Yeah. Do you know it's on the Now Baby Blue by Bob Dylan?
I've heard of it. Yeah. Let's do it. Is she shouting? Last. Whatever you wish to keep, better grab it fast. I don't know if you've looked at some of them you can keep and then some of them I might take back. I got that today.
Oh,
€1. €1. That I didn't know if you like, but I was like, you can slay for it.
yeah, I'll try it on. I
Do you know
think
that
I
kind of
could.
like
If
with
I had
boots,
like boots. Yeah.
boots and a
Oh, I
necklace
just
and your
don't-
hair and your like little buns.
Oh my god, love. Oh my god.
So
Love.
Like that's stunning.
That is so gorgeous. You're so good at getting clothes.
I've had that for like 3 years. Oh my god. Every time I try to wear it, I just can't do it, and I won't be our
My mum is literally gonna actually
hide it
come
from
up, like no, she's
because
actually
it's
gonna,
cashmere as well.
she's gonna actually
She's
like
shit
go
herself.
crazy with.
I brought those if you don't want them for Lauren.
Yeah, that's so funny. As soon as I opened it, I was like, this
I was
is
like,
for
I just
Lauren.
put that into
I was
Lauren.
like, this is for Lauren.
For
Like
Lauren,
that's
'cause she
so
loves
Lauren.
that stuff.
She loves that shit.
So I was like, if I buy a little camera, because I want to film like proper bits and make it look really good for when I'm older, and I can look back.
And you could also just put them on YouTube as well, just for the
If I
laugh.
wanted to and just private it.
Yeah,
do you know what I
exactly.
mean?
Hi guys, I'm bleaching my eyebrows.
Bleaching down.
I look like I'm from the Grinch.
Um,
Shit, actually is. Why are you doing that?
Wiping off the end.
Just as close to your eye.
What are you using?
Scrunchie.
I thought it was a sock. I was like, Mia.
I have. Oh fuck.
Mia!
It's okay,
I knew you were gonna fucking do that as well. I was like, there's no fucking point, like.
Every time you say that you only have head and shoulders in your house, I always think you're taking the piss, but like it's actually true.
I'm like keeping the jib off the other ones.
It's like it doesn't work. Why does your mom get that?
She's a cheat.
It's because she has short hair, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? We used to always get the
Like
Tresemme
she's like shampoo conditioner is a luxury.
Okay, let me see.
It didn't really fully, did it?
We need to go over the first bit, but it's okay because we'll
Okay.
just do the toner and see how it goes.
Okay.
But let them dry.
I'm already
Dry them in a towel to make sure they're dry, because it'll take better.
Toner, where are you?
Here.
Oh. Okay, what should I do?
It's gonna be like, hey.
What do I use?
The spoolie. Wash the spoolie again, and then I'm doing it again. I'm like, I have to do it.
It's a controlling
It's a
thing, I'd
control.
say, yeah, I'm
It's
the same.
just because like I think it's because an elder sister thing. Because I'm just like
Yeah.
Robin's just like ooh,
Yeah,
and I'm like, no, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, I know. Or if it's like opening a jar, I'm like, I can do it.
Always.
But I'm just like,
But
I
I always
think I have it going too.
can. I always can.
Yeah, do you know
so
what I
it's just like
mean?
I'm never wrong.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Yeah, literally like lather that shit on. It won't stain your.
But I'm not.
No, probably not. But I don't know about that
No, it
brand.
actually does. Sorry, it actually
Oh,
does.
okay. Well, maybe wipe around it then.
Okay, what was your first
Too
impression of me, and what surprised you after getting to know me?
I think the first time I met you would have been before I knew you. Do you know that kind
Yeah.
of way? And you just had this really you just seemed really sad.
Really? Yeah.
And
everyone
like it
says
hurt
that.
my heart.
Yeah.
But it was kind of like you were sad and no one was doing anything about
Yeah.
it. It was just kind of like everyone was like, oh, she's not sad. But
Yeah.
like, well, I think it's because we were similar in that sense that I could feel it from you. And I just kind of was like, I don't know, like it made me feel uneasy because I just didn't feel like you were like heard. And then I was kind of like, but obviously I was an outsider, that's it, so I wasn't going to be like, hey, I'm going to be your friend and make it all better, because obviously not. But like, then when I eventually got to know you, I was just like, we just connected a lot because we did so much in common, like similar experiences and how like whatever, mental health and stuff. I just thought you were genius, but I feel like no one was recognizing you as that, and that made me more annoyed because I was just like, and then I felt like people misunderstood you or took you for granted for who you were, and that made me more annoyed because I was just like, you're literally so great and so pure and stuff, that why is no one like acknowledging this? I think I was surprised how intelligent you were.
Thank you.
Like, not in terms of like smart, just how
Emotionally
rich
intelligent.
and wise, like, because I think like everyone is like surprised if someone's like that. Do you know, because you don't expect it and you don't see it when you meet them. So I think I was just like, oh my god, this girl is a fucking genius. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's probably the surprise.
What about you, Jay?
First time I met you, I thought you were really, really like closed off and like wouldn't be vulnerable with anybody. Well, like maybe with like your partner or like your family. And then just really like wouldn't really be deep with people because obviously you had your own stuff going on, and I just thought you were so like just like that and just like wouldn't get close to people. But then obviously then we got real close, and now I think you're like one of the most like you are willing to be like vulnerable more than anybody I know, and like you like love getting deep with people, if you know what I mean. Yeah, and that surprised me. I think it was like just over the last year or so we got close.
Thanks. We're never sentimental.
What?
We're never sentimental.
They were never.
Aww.
Idiot.
Some of them are so shit.
Yeah, some of them are shit. But some of them are really good. I like the perception ones, actually. I don't like the deep ones because I'm just not arse. Like,
Okay, we'll just do this one. What's something I could do for hours on end without getting bored?
Charity shopping.
Literally, like that's
charity
the only
shopping,
answer.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the only answer. Like,
It's like, I don't know.
Also, stop like aestheticizing the working past.
I'm not, Jay. I'm just. You literally just did that.
I'm messing.
Okay.
What did I do? Oh, look at her.
Oh.
That's the good girl.
I met my love. What's the tune again, Jay?
What song?
I met my... Jenny, I'll tell you.
I met my love by the backstreet
Hey guys, I have to talk on my phone because my my battery for my camera is dead and I lost the charger. So basically, how I'm feeling is I'm just fucking, so I feel not connected to anyone. Like I feel like, you know when you like, you know when you can have someone to talk to where you're like so intimate and you can like talk to them without feeling judged at all. I feel like I have no one who I can talk to that isn't judging me, because it's like when you know someone so well, you don't need to judge them because you're not evaluating them. Obviously you're evaluating people all the time, but when you're looking at someone and like talking to them without judgment, it's like when you know them so well, you don't need to evaluate them or be kind of like threatened by them or like feel like what they're saying, not feeling offended by their saying, because you know them so well and you love them so much. And I feel like I've only experienced that kind of in romantic relationships, or like if I'm like really really close to someone, like a friend or a family member, but I feel like I'm not close with like anyone, so I feel like I've no one to talk to, and that's such a like normal like human like feeling, and it's part of like the human experience and everything, but that doesn't like undermine what I'm feeling, because I just feel like, especially like the places I go and the things that I do, I don't really want to do, and like I just feel, it makes me feel like an outsider, or like that there's something wrong with me, because like even in Berlin, in London, we were at this club and like I actually wanted to die because the club was so bad. Like it made me so angry because it was a techno club, and I hate techno, and I hate like things like that. And everyone else was like obviously loving it because they love techno and like slay, but like I just fucking hate techno, and it makes me feel like there's something wrong. It makes me feel like there's something wrong with me, because like the culture of my generation is like, I just don't relate to it at all, and it makes me feel like an alien, and it makes me feel isolated and lonely, because I feel like I don't know many people who are like enjoy the same things that I do, and I don't really know what I enjoy because I'm not surrounding myself with people who enjoy the same things I do, I guess, but like, or like see the world in the same way that I do. And this just regards all like my friends and family, like I love you, blah blah blah, because I'm just get scared that my friends and family watches and like feel like I'm like whatever, but like I'm just like lonely, so I'm just talking about it. But like it's like yeah, I just feel like I don't know. And like the other night I had like I did mushrooms and I had a bad trip or whatever, and it was fine, but like it was like, who do I even call? Do you know what I mean? And I had that feeling a few months ago as well. I had a panic attack, and I was like, I don't even know anyone that I would be able to like call to like make me feel better. That's like in my life. I couldn't even like, do you know what I mean? So it's like, I feel like I'm changing all the time, so like no one can keep up with this. So I just feel really lonely, and I just feel like really shit about myself because I feel like everyone hates me all the time, and it's like so overwhelming all the time, and I just don't know, like I just feel like all the time that like everyone else knows how to act and everyone knows like what to do all the time except for me. And I know that everyone feels like that, but like in social situations it's like everyone is going off a script or something, and like I don't have the script. Like everyone knows like what the appropriate things to say is, and I feel like every time I talk it's like people are like I'm either like annoying or inappropriate. I just feel like I'm really inappropriate and I don't know how to talk to people, and that people think I'm being rude or like weird, or like I'm making them uncomfortable because I don't know how to act. And like I don't know how to be myself around other people. I only know how to be myself around myself. So it's like really lonely. And like my therapist is always like, well, that's because you're not confident. And it's just such a boring, like problem. Like I don't know, I just don't know what to do about it. Like I feel like I've reached a point where I'm like so evolved in so many ways, but it's just like this clash whenever I put myself out in the world or like talk to other people. It's like everything comes crashing down, and I feel like on one side I feel like nobody loves me and that I don't love anyone, and that because on one side I feel like no, I don't deserve love and that no one should love me because I'm a piece of shit, and then on the other side I'm like I don't love anyone, and everyone's mean or scary or cruel, and I don't want to be around anyone. So it's like this like two conflicting, both intense sides of a spectrum at the same time that I don't know how to escape. And the only times I don't really feel like that is when I'm in a romantic relationship, because when you meet someone in a romantic relationship, you're like, when you meet them, you're like, oh my fucking god, like you're like amazed by them, and then you're like amazed by your connection, and there's just like a thing around them that's like whatever. When you're in love with someone, it's like amazing or whatever, and you can be fully yourself and vulnerable, and they can be fully themselves and vulnerable, and that's how you fall in love with each other. And if everyone could be themselves all the time and vulnerable with each other all the time, we would all be connected and in love with each other, but we can't, because we need both people to be in love in order to really like be one, to feel like you're one with that person. It's much harder to feel one with someone when they're not being present or they're not being themselves. So I think that's what that conflicting thing is that I have, is that I've struggled to be myself around others, and then obviously others feel like struggle to be themselves in general. So it's like it's really hard to get, a connection. It's just really hard to connect with people, I feel like, and I don't really know what to do about it, and it makes me feel like really scared and lost and lonely, and I feel like desperate for like a connection with somebody and like for some type of love. And like I think it's just so scary because it's like you can't talk to anyone about it, and it's like if you can't talk to anyone about your loneliness, like you're obviously not going to feel better, because like what you want and crave is like human connection. But I feel like I can't talk to anyone without them judging me. And like it's not even like anyone's mean for judging me. It's like obviously people are going to judge you because they don't understand what you're talking about. If they don't understand what you're talking about, or they don't know you very well, they're going to judge you if you're telling them your like deepest feelings. Do you know what I mean? It's like I feel like no one understands me, which is such a stupid, like I just hate saying that. I just feel like I just feel like no one is like me, and I'm too specific, and it's like really hard to do it, but it's fine. I feel like what loneliness is like feeling like you're having an experience by yourself and there's something wrong with you because everyone else feels a different way or seems to feel a different way, and that's what makes you feel lonely. Like when you hang out with someone and then someone's like, that was so much fun, and you're like, I didn't have fun. And I feel like I haven't had a night where I'm like, this is so much fun, like an experience where I'm like, this is so much fun and I'm so happy and satisfied and content in a really long time. And that's just really scary to me. And the last time I felt like that was when I had a partner, and it's nothing to do with the person I was in a relationship with. It's just like that was the last time you're vulnerable. Is like, that's why people find like breakups so hard, and like they fawn over their exes because they feel like, they gave them something when they didn't really. They were just able to be vulnerable with that person by the slight chance that that person was vulnerable at the same time you were, and that person was open to you and you were open to them at the same time, and you kind of were enlightened at the same time through each other. Something to do with someone's personality or who they are in a seeming sense, which people get confused by. But I don't know what to do. But anyway, I usually have like solutions, but I'm just gonna ask God and just be like, you know. And I do loads of tarot card reading videos and stuff. I always watch them because I feel like it's a good way to talk to God, but to get messages from God. But a lot of them are just like your career is gonna take off and all, and I just don't even care because I just want someone to love me, and I want to be loved. Like, I don't give a shit about anything else. I just want to like be myself and be vulnerable and connect with people through what I do, I guess. But I guess there's just love coming in different forms. But
I don't wanna share you.